Yes,
Oh,
I have granted you the ability to speak. This does not make you intelligent.
alright, whatever, not like I need any of that. I'll have you know, I have at least +1 intelligence.
Very, very good. Anyway,
That is
hello,
above
chat.
average.
Hello, chat. I am here with Lux and Pan and Deeves, and soon Zed will be joining us, and then we will begin. Unfortunately, Vivian will not be joining us today for Valentine's reasons. Ooh.
I bet Vin's gonna hold a hand.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Maybe even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Romantically.
Mm. Yes. So no Rhea the Nobilitar today, but
Wait,
that's
oh, sorry.
okay because today is the day where we subject Willow to suffering, um, and emotional damage, and then Zed's gonna wear a nurse outfit.
Yeah!
I make no promises, but I have been told that I should expect, so that'll be fun.
Also, while
In the
we're loading,
meantime,
I see stuff on the world map that it looks like,
oh, Zed is
look.
raiding with a party of 13. Hello, Raiders. Hello.
Woo!
Welcome,
Yay.
welcome, welcome. We are getting ready to play some D&D just as soon as Captain Zed is on board. So I expect that they will be joining us in just a moment as soon as they get
I just
over into the
imagine,
Discord.
Zed just gets, like, their little pirate ship,
Mm-hmm.
crashes it in here, having all the other crewmen flop on board, but Zed's like, "Hold up, I gotta get my outfit. I gotta get on my uniform," and comes in with heels like SpongeBob in the maid outfit.
Not inaccurate. And thank you for the follow, Anime Weebs for Life. And I have been commanded to glow blue like the fairy. Let me...
I'm sorry, that'll be on Wednesday.
Da, da, da. Effects. Bloom. That's not blue. This is blue like the fairy.
So how's everyone doing? How was Zed's stream, guys?
Yeah, how was Zed's Valentine's Day stream, everyone? I didn't get to attend myself because I was taking a nap because brain was tired. But how was it? You guys have fun there?
One
Good,
person did
good,
confirm they had fun.
good.
Therefore, it was fun.
Quality content, I'm sure. Oh, there is a Zwid. There is a Zwid in the OBS Ninja.
There's a kid.
There's a Zwid now. There is a kid now. Yes, they did I heard they were doing the dating sim. They did the Cthulhu dating sim. Uh,
It's wild
visited
because I
by the
think the
voice actor
Shogoloth
bloggers,
is the Eldritch monster girl of the game.
and
Or
Zed is in the Discord. Hello, Zed.
Hello. I was just dating the cutest, tentacularist waifu ever. Lynetta.
Wonderful,
Even
wonderful.
the voice actress even showed up to say hi.
Oh shit!
They said
Yeah,
I was
the
doing great, darling, and I fanboyed. I completely fanboyed. It was amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's
You
really
got to
awesome.
see.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that all your waifu dreams came true.
Yeah. The Lynetta called me darling. It was amazing.
Mm.
I'm getting the game up here. I'm also gonna warm up some food real quick because I have not eaten dinner.
Okay, dokie.
I did
Fuck
just
yeah, get
feast
your
on
munchies and
macarons.
crunchies on this day of romance and emotional trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's just every day for me.
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
what you're talking about. My life is a Shakespearean drama.
Well, my life is more of a Shakespearean comedy, so I think we have more in common than you think.
It's a dramatic comedy, a dramedy.
See, my brain, when I think of Shakespeare comedies, just goes to Bottom pretending to die.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw that in, like, elementary school, and I still think it's one of the funniest shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
This local donkey-headed man just dies for 5 minutes on stage.
Yeah, no, actually at my high school we put on Macbeth, and my friend who was Nick Bottom was
McBottom?
huh?
You said McBottom instead of
No,
Macbeth.
I said Nick Bottom. You misheard me. Thank you very much.
In
Oh, I heard
Macbeth?
Nick Bottom too. I'm gonna go warm up some food real quick.
Yeah, go
I'll
get
be
your
right
food.
back.
Go get your food.
In
We'll
Macbeth? I'm
stall.
pretty sure Bottom is Midsummer's
Not
Night.
Macbeth. Oh my gosh, my brain. Okay, my brain. I'm very tired. I meant Midsummer.
Okay.
We did Midsummer, and my friend who was Nick Bottom, like every single night, I swear he like added an extra 5 seconds onto his melodramatic death scene, to the point where it just almost felt like uncomfortably long sometimes.
Good. That's how it's supposed to be.
All of us just like looking at him backstage, like, okay, we get it. Go
No,
off,
no,
King, I
you
guess.
don't. No, you don't. He's not dead enough. He needs to announce it more.
Die, die, die.
Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of live theater, but I did see Midsummer at a local production,
You saw the
Uh,
asshead live on stage.
and it was a really good experience. I'm glad I saw it. It was hilarious, and I loved it. Yeah, I mean, not really much more
It
to
is
say.
much better to watch Shakespeare than to read Shakespeare, which is the
Mhm.
main problem with teaching it in English classes.
Fair.
Because I know every time that we
Not an
have to
English
read
teacher, but I believe it.
I know every time that I was in a class that taught Shakespeare and we had to read it, it
Mhm.
was always telling from which kids would say I and which kids would say A. No matter how many times you told them.
And isn't it kind of scary if like a 14
Mhm.
can say Macbeth right? It's just like all vicious. That's a
Oh,
very
Deeves, is that you?
hard.
Yeah, Deeves, you're very quiet.
Okay.
Is there anything you can do to boost your volume?
Deeves, you're like a little mouse in a big haystack yelling.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
Deese
got
has
you
been
on
having some
200%.
audio issues.
Better?
That's a bit better. Say a sentence.
Sentence. Hello.
Oh, there they be, there they be.
There,
That
that
is
was better. That was better.
significantly better.
How's that?
Better.
Perfect.
Good. That's the Deeves we know and love.
Aw, I'm blushing.
Right, so what were you saying before we interrupted you with your audio?
It's kind of scary if a middle schooler can properly recite Macbeth, right? Because that's all about vengeance and it's very emotionally charged. And it's like if you have a student that's really into it, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, no, Macbeth is intense. I almost said myth back.
My
You are
favorite
tired.
Shakespeare character, Miss Beck from
I
English
don't know if I'm
class.
tired or if my lecture that I had today just completely scrambled my brain because it was so much biological terminology for marine mammals, and I'm just sitting here like I need to talk in baby word.
I need you to understand. Water dog important.
Water dogs are very important.
This tapir just decided to swim again after years of evolving to be on land.
I
I
am
mean, that's
arriving.
essentially the creation of marine mammals.
Thank you for the follow,
Arriving
floor
on
sign
set.
1, and welcome back, Zed. All right. So now that Zed is here, we are all here, and we can actually begin. So, last time on the vault of King Midas, our heroes arrived in this great city of Lysita, the greatest or the largest city in the world. Leaving their quest behind for now, having collected the 3 keys to the vault of Midas, but deciding to cross off all the side quests in their journal before fighting the final boss. They have taken this vacation. While here, in the grand city of Lasita, I lose my map. Where am I? Yes, let me change our map to Lasita.
Oh!
Our heroes had many hijinks and adventures, shopping and exploring the city. Kef, most interestingly, most relevantly, the doctor, went to King's University and paid handsomely to access the libraries in order to pore over their information in search of information about what they would face in the near future. The books, however, turned up nothing, but they made a connection. A strange old man with one eye approached them and made claims of knowledge that no one else could have. He introduced himself as Nido, he who knows half, and he revealed some secrets about the enemy that Kef would soon be facing in order to learn more about the origin of the red tide plaguing the oceans. However, meanwhile, the rest of our party involved themselves in other adventures in the city. But today, we revisit one adventure we didn't get to have last time. Willow. In a previous adventure, you acquired the skull of your old friend and teacher, Sir Adam Dawn, the Knight of Flowers, a paladin of the Glittering Knights, an order in service to Eos, the goddess of the dawn. His church was ruined and left and infested by some ancient evil, a swarm of bones. Is also looking for the skull. The entity, this bone swarm, was not what killed him. You did not learn who was responsible, but you knew in the following days after his death, his fellow knights had taken over the city of Ebonmore, along with Adam's friend, Felgalos, the Bronze Dragon. They took over the city and began purging it of heretical forces before they were stopped, their knights arrested and silenced. You do not know the full story. You did not look into it. But you do have the skull of Sir Adam. And there's only one thing to be done with the remains of a hero. That is to take them to his fellows, so that they may raise them or inter them properly.
Alright.
Knowing this... Yes, go ahead.
Willow's understandably hesitant because she knows that this is not probably the proper person that should be doing this. It should be one of their own order. And Willow's kind of been conflicted with her whole, their oaths recently, serving a couple of people. Definitely not Eros. She'll just have to do.
Hey, Deeves, I don't want to be that guy, but I think you're being quiet again.
Dang it.
Like, I don't know if you just had to be closer to the mic.
Uh-huh. Shouldn't be that sensitive.
It is better now, though.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, Midas. Here's Willow. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Nope, that's the map layer. I did it dumb. Token layer. There we go. Willow, following directions given, you find yourself in the courtyard of a small but impressive-looking church. The courtyard is lush and green and peaceful. The walls seem to keep the sound of the bustling city out and keep this garden tranquil. You see stone structure. Some young knight trainees are standing about at the entrance. The doors are open. And from the sound of things, there is a sermon in progress. What do you do?
Okay. Willow walks forward to the nice courtyard. Kind of serene for once. And she takes it in. No giant demons and shadowy crevices trying to
For
kill
once.
her. For once. Takes her time strolling through here. Admires the glittering knight trainees. And in a bittersweet way, remembering how she was trying to train some. And more.
Yes. You don't know exactly what happened to those trainees, but... Alright, at this point I want you to stop here at the entrance, and I want to know, is Willow wearing her full armor and weapons, or are you coming in commoner's clothes?
Probably commoner's clothes.
Okay. In that case, this man, nods at you and sort of silently gestures to the pews in the back, indicating that you should quietly take your seat during the sermon, assuming that you are another part of the congregation. Willow takes a seat, and you see, up at the front, a priestess. Make a history check, Willow. Alright. Willow hasn't met this person before, but that is unsurprising, as Willow was a member of the Radiant Blades, not a member of the Glittering Knights. But the High Priestess is making her sermon. She speaks of the dawn and of new beginnings and of the rising sun replacing the darkness in our lives with new light, new opportunities. Her sermon goes on for a little too long, but eventually it comes to an end. The commoners, merchants, and other people begin to mingle, and there's some after-church conversation.
What did they say, KB?
I mean, I'm not gonna play out 6 different conversations, Zed.
I
But-
know. I'm just messing with you.
Alright. The usual gossip is going on. No one really seems to be paying you too much mind. Although you cannot help but feel that your presence is somehow blasphemous. You know that as what you are, you feel that if they knew what you were, you would not be welcome here. That is why you left, after all.
Right.
But you have a job to do.
Sermon is over. I'll politely.
And Deeves, you're being very quiet again.
I'll politely walk up to the side of the high priestess and say, "Sorry, priestess, a moment of your time."
Of course. What can I do for you?
I am a friend of Sir Adam, who was slain
Yeah.
in Evermore.
Yes, a true tragedy. I'm sorry for your loss. He was a friend of mine as well. Do you know exactly what happened to him?
I'm sorry, I just only was able to recover this, and I take out something in the cloth and unveil Adam's skull.
She gasps with like shock, but not at the not horror at seeing a skull, but perhaps joy. Did you find it? You found Adam's skull?
Did. It's not easy, but I felt it was the least I could do.
This is wonderful. We've tried to resurrect him, but without the remains, the remains were hidden. It was thought impossible. He was assumed lost forever. Please, we must begin immediately. It is within my power to raise him yet.
Tell me.
Place the skull on the altar. I need to fetch the diamonds.
Okay. Does.
And the priestess like dashes off to their supply room and returns with a locked box. Oh no, it'd probably be bolted to the floor. Returns momentarily with a bag, which she opens to reveal a massive diamond. She's like, if this is truly Adam's skull, we have to raise him. And she moves back to the altar. Or the, not altar, but, what do you call it?
Podium?
Podium. And she announces joyously to the crowd that the remains of the hero, Adam Dawn, the Knight of Flowers, have been found, and that he will now be raised to be amongst the living once more. And the crowd is like stunned, and there's a moment of pause. Some people are excited, but some people have heard the stories. The stories of how Adam died. And someone from the back calls out, "I heard he fell!" turned evil on us. Adora stops. The High Priestess, she stops and says, I have heard these tales. I have heard what this Cadron Dragave claims happened in their final moments, but I do not believe it. Sir Adam was always a just and fair knight. I do not believe for a moment that he has fallen. If these are his remains, I will have him raised. And there are some murmurings in the crowd. Some people believe the stories, but many of them trust Adora. These are the faithful, after all. Some of them leave at this point. The one who rose the objections and a few others. But more stay, waiting to see the miracle as it happens. The knight in golden armor from the back steps forward. He wishes to witness as well. This miracle will take some time, but I will begin. Please, stand by, and if you were a friend of Adam's, as you say, pray with me.
Okay.
And the priestess begins her prayer. She begins to cast her resurrection spell. It will take all of an hour to work, and she pulls the soul back. Pulls back the three parts of the soul and reconstructs Sir Adam. It is a long time without a lot of visual things happening. Just prayers over a skull. But there is as the prayers continue, a beam of golden light passes through one of the windows and lays upon the skull. A sign from Eos that the magic is working, and that the resurrection will take place. When this long prayer concludes, however, what you expected to happen, to see the flesh rejoin to Adam's skull, and his body to reform, and for him to be standing there before you, what you expected to happen does not happen. Instead, the diamonds consumed in the spell shatter and fly from Adora's hands into the skull. The sunlight, the beam of sunlight which touches it, coalesces into gold and adornments. The skull becomes adorned with gold and silver and diamond. This is not what you expected. You expected him to rise, not whatever this is. Before you can form the question to speak it, though, a spirit appears behind the skull. Translucent, but recognizable as your old friend, Sir Adam Dawn, the Knight of Flowers. Now winged as an angel. And he smiles. And he says, "Thank you, Willow. Thank you for bringing me here."
Adam, you here? I'm amazed. Where is your body?
Unfortunately, I have decided not to return to the land of the living. And this is with reason. Since I have died, I have learned information. And this information puts my oath in conflict. Were I to be raised, were I to live once more, I would be forced to fall. I would be forced to break my oath. The one who killed me, he deserves, my oath demands that justice be met out to him. However, from Mount Celestia, I have seen that the Fates have their eye on this one. The one who killed me has a great destiny to play. And if I were to stop that destiny, it would be a massive victory for the enemy. I am thus conflicted. To seek justice betrays all that is good. But to forgive this man his crimes, to forgive this man his crimes would be to forsake my oath of justice. I cannot reconcile these contradictions in my oath, and so I must remain dead. However, I have information to pass to you, my friend Willow.
Yes, of course.
Really, Silver Frog? Really? Lens distortion? Now? Is now really the moment? Is this the moment to put me in a bubble?
Yes.
Alright. Well, you have asked for it.
You see, KB, it's the ultimate orb moment, so you have to become the orb.
This is just how Sir Adam descends down and the connection's a little off.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Connection? How is the connection? I'm coming. I'm in a tunnel in Mount Celestia.
I'm trying to go to the river and it's not going well.
We only have
Right.
fisheye distortion lenses here. I can only talk to you this way.
Right.
I'm aware I look like a cat. I'm not a cat. Let's just keep going.
I'm not a cat boy anime boy, just a regular
No,
anime
he's
boy.
an anime boy from the 90s, okay?
Yes, he's a
I
very
can't get the
90s
cowboys
Boys
anime
weren't
boy.
invented yet.
Right, where was I? Willow. I have two things to ask of you. One, your companion, Rhea. She, too, is being watched by the Fates. She will need to interact with this one whom justice demands that I slay. And I ask that you keep her safe, that you help her reach her destiny, and that you keep this man from using her like a pawn swear that you will help her, wherever her quest takes her.
I promise.
Very good. And 2, I will reveal to you, and you alone, the name of the one who needs justice dealt. You could find them. They have boasted of defeating me and spread lies. Well, true lies. Clever words of what happened that night. But I will tell you. Good demands that they continue their quest. For they are key in the war that is to come. But when the war is over, when they have finished and are undoubtedly considered the hero of the land, I want you to make sure that they have a hero's death. Mete out justice, but not yet. When the war is over, then he floats closer. No. He floats closer. When the war is over, bring justice to Kadran Dragave and those he holds as allies.
Willow whispers out the name on her lips, memorizing it.
I can tell you this much. The Black Knight that he is associated with, he is the one that I attacked that night. I attacked him because he was undead. I know what you are, Willow. And you were right to leave me. I would have attacked you as well. I see that I was perhaps hasty in this. You have proven that you can, though you struggled, continue to be a good person. When this is over, when the war is done, when justice has been met, you will make the finest knight of the Twilight Order that there has ever been. This I'm sure.
Willow is just starstruck at the idea of redemption.
I have one final
Very
gift. I have one final gift for you, Willow. He gestures to his own skull. Now, a relic. Now, reliquary. Decorate a remains of not a knight, not Sir Adam Dawn, but the remains of a saint. Paladin, refusing to be raised for a greater good, for a greater cause. Refusing giving up his own life. His bones are now the reliquary of Saint Adam Dawn. And it is infused with power. I will explain the powers it contains in a moment, but for now, he says, take it with you. Let it protect you. Let it help you on your quest. I will be watching. And I know you will make me proud. I'm sorry, my friend. For everything.
Me as well. I have one last question before you go.
Yes.
After I lead Rhea to her destiny, does she survive after?
He is quiet for a long time. I do not think even the Fates know that. For it is her destiny, if she accepts it, to face the enemy.
Very well.
And fate cannot save her when that day comes. It will be up to her and her companions. It's your task to see her to that moment, and then it is up to her and the others. Good luck.
Will nod solemnly at her task and takes the newly the new skull.
Yes. And Adam nods and fades away. Willow. The skull is the reliquary of a saint, and it requires attunement by a paladin or a cleric dedicated to one of the sun gods, as it is a reliquary of a saint of Eos. I know you are more associated with Apollo, but that will not prevent you from attuning to this item. While you carry and are attuned to this holy symbol, you will gain a +2 bonus to any spell attack rolls and the saving throw DCs of your spells.
No?
Additionally, you can once per day, recharging at dawn, you can use your Channel Divinity feature without consuming your normal uses of it. So basically, you get an extra use of Channel Divinity once per dawn.
Nice.
So this is mechanically equivalent to an +2 Amulet of the Devout, which I will drop in the Midas General.
That's pretty good.
Girl bossification received. All it required was reconciling some old trauma.
All you had to do was get your closure of death.
And thank you for
Promise to
following.
lead one of my friends to their certain death.
Gotta fight, kill him
Yeah.
first.
I mean, technically all of our deaths are certain in that we're all
Yeah,
mortal.
like, I was just like, I wrote it in the chat where it's like, if I was something like, I mean, we all die one day.
I'm pretty sure that with our party's shenanigans track record, we will end up dying before the great battle. So don't worry, we'll be spared.
I don't know. I feel like we either die in the Great Battle before the Great Battle, or just be fucking around in Avalon.
Hey. All of KB's
You're all-
parties,
you're
except
all
for
missing-
Midas, are in Avalon, and Avalon's having a great time.
We're next to
Everyone else
like
is
the
fighting
12th
the
failed
enemy.
civilization caused by our actions.
I was about to say you're all missing the obvious point, where is that we get enough chaos points that we ascend to form our own monarchy, and are able to win the great battle through sheer force of shenanigans.
Okay, wait.
And then
If we have
everything's
enough
fine.
chaos points, could I become the king of that one, the kingless place?
Well, see, we need to have enough chaos points, tear a monarchy down, and then harvest up some law points or whatever to make it
I mean, I
civilization
think we're one
rise.
away for each, aren't we?
I think we are 2 away on law.
Okay. But either way,
Um,
but in the game, theoretically, we could fulfill a shitload of oaths because of the Zed's power move. Who's to say we won't start our own civilization?
The Zed Oath Matrix.
The Matrix.
Who's really the game master here?
I'm forming all these divine oaths just to rise and fall civilizations.
Actually, one thing I've been thinking about doing with those is probably
no.
breaking them all and seeing what happens.
I'm sorry, I am the worst game master in the world.
No,
I
you're the
had
best.
I had music. I had music chosen specifically for Adam for when Adam's spirit appeared, and I forgot to play it. Stupid,
You know what?
stupid.
I think the music was alright, KB. Like, I bet it would have been cooler, but it was still very nice and still kept the vibes.
I
was
imagine
gonna
some very good music.
I
Yeah.
was gonna play this sad version of the sad remix of Battle Against the True Hero, because Battle Against the True Hero is what I played when they
When he got murked?
when he got murked. So I was gonna
He
play
got
the sad
got?
version of it.
I have a question.
Oh, I have failed. Oh well. Back to the
AKB.
Oblivion background music. Yes, Zed.
If it makes you feel better, I wasn't listening to the music and it was still really awesome.
Okay. Well, that's.
And also,
Thank you.
who's the guy who killed the guy?
I think
Codman
they're in
Jackman?
chat. I think it's Retromon.
Yeah, they're in chat. It's Retromoc's character from the Skeleton Kings campaign.
I thought it was gonna be a different party. I can't wait to slaughter other people.
We just go. I mean,
Oh, I'm helping Willow on their quest.
I'm curious because like we're around Skeleton Keys level, right?
Yeah, they're well, they just
Like
hit
they're a
level
little
9.
higher, I bet.
Yeah, they're a little higher than you. They just hit level 9.
With the
Oh,
power
okay.
of shenanigans, we will prevail.
I thought they were more level 7, level 8. That makes sense. Okay, I know they may be an actual serious threat if we can't get to them first.
Or maybe we can make a deal where we kill Willow instead.
Well, that would be unexpected and chaotic.
Yes,
That'd be
it
the
would.
saddest thing.
Yeah, I won't do it.
After all
It's
the
like
trauma
my
Willow's
big brain
gone
tells
through.
me if we did have a fight, I think it would really just be who gets to hit who first.
Yeah.
Just because how player HP works.
Yeah. It would be, you would blow each other up, and it would be a bloodbath. But fortunately, that is not something you need to do just yet. Because Codron right now, his death would cause a massive influx of void points because he is the Realm Warden. He is important.
What?
Well, like our party can care.
I'm sorry.
Maybe-
I'm sorry. He's the main character. It's not
we
my
have
fault.
so many affairs we shouldn't be meddling. So many affairs we need to meddle in before we start meddling in their affairs.
And frankly, even last time we meddled with their affairs, we were like, "Oh fuck that shit! Fuck that! We don't want to meddle in this shit."
The last time we interacted with them, half of our party was forever traumatized by what happened.
I
So
think it was only Rhea.
no,
Rhea
no,
was,
I think
Rhea
I
was
think
the
it's
one who
fair to
stood and fought. Everyone else ran away.
like Rhea stood and fought. I'm fair to assume that just seeing what the fuck happened is enough to count as some kind of substantial trauma.
Understandable.
All right. So, now I do hope that I will highlight the scene later, but remind me to throw it at Vivian since she was not here to hear her destiny. Um, since
I'm
she was
sorry,
kind of-
Deeves.
Yeah.
What does it say you put in the chat? Home Depot theme
it's the
orchestral remix, 1 hour?
But I think it fits Adam Dawn.
This is the sound my brain makes all the time, I think. It's so good.
Okay, let me see what this is. We gotta stop the oblivion.
Hey, Lux, this is a joke that
Okay.
you and maybe Viv would get. This is crit music I need to convince our DM for Atticus, the game Atticus is in.
Yeah, you know what? Just
Oh,
keep
this
this
is
going.
so
Keep it
true.
on. This is good music. Just,
We brought
this is the
Oh
campaign.
wait, no, this actually slaps.
This
I
slaps.
mean, yeah, I mean, like, unironically, this is not bad.
I can't wait now that I'm just gonna throw that in like a home game and see if people know what the thing is until they check the Roll20 jukebox.
Anyway, yeah, so let's, actually, I'm gonna switch over to the Temple of Light music. Alright, so let's wrap up here a little bit. Adora has been standing silent while the spirit of Adam spoke with Willow. This knight steps up as well, next to her, having been watching, and he says, "He must really trust you, whomever you are."
The night with it.
Well, I will not interfere with Adam's requests. As much as I would like to see this relic in the hands of a knight of the glittering... member of the Glittering Knights, I would not disagree with his request. Please take it with you. And go with the blessings of the dawn. Adora nods. You get many looks from the crowd. They were expecting a miracle, but they weren't expecting what they got. Willow was able to walk out.
You didn't ask about the vampire thing. What Adam Dawn was referencing with the knowing what I am. Good. Wasn't brought up. And leave alive.
Yes. They permit you to leave. Though they might have thoughts or concerns, they respect Adam enough to not prod where they feel as if they should not. You walk out. You walk past the fish pond. And if you have nothing left to say or do here, this will conclude this scene.
Fired up and determined to have a new mission.
Alright.
That's the point in the game where the achievement pops up because
Yeah.
you progress your quest line.
Achievement unlocked.
Cutscene's over.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement.
Sir Saint.
Achievement unlocked. SAD. Sad.
It's really fitting.
Yeah, because I just realized that after, like, man, Saint Adam Dawn, aka sad.
Posture check. Oh no.
Thank
now
you
I'm
for
too tall.
reminding me to have good posture.
What? I can't be crunched
I
up
barely know
like a little accordion?
Okay. So, right, at this point, I would normally be like, okay, time to go travel north and fight the Void Witch, which was the plan. But since Rhea is not here today, I don't want to
Go
throw
down
her
and have
into...
made outfit shopping.
Yeah, so, basically, at this point, like, I'm kind of throwing the ball to you guys. If you guys have any shenanigans or want to have any in-conversation discussion, maybe Willow wants to talk with one or more of the party about what just happened.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have
Is the question how much a nurse outfit costs?
possibly I have 2 questions now.
I was gonna say the silence here is deafening.
How much does a maid and a nurse outfit cost?
Okay, let me look that up.
Depends
real
on if
quick.
you want a fancy costume or an average costume.
You're right, because or like what kind of maid outfit you're looking for? Like French maid, like just maid,
French.
like
French.
Another one. We got him. Now the only one we need to do is convince Rhea to get the maid outfit on.
I don't care what your gender is, put on the maid outfit.
And then, did we have a long rest since last session?
Alright. Because we've been here for like a week or so.
Yeah, so you would have, yeah, you should all be topped off.
I'm wondering if I should let Cuttle out in the city or not.
Oh god, let the beast out!
Yeah, so a clothes costume is 5 gold pieces. Clothes fine, which is what like a noble person might wear, is 15 gold pieces. So
Yeah,
if you
I'm gonna
want
spend
to say
30 gold.
your maid outfit is like really top tier fancy materials, you could spend 15 on it. But probably a run-of-the-mill maid outfit, 5 gold pieces.
I'm gonna have a fancy maid outfit and a fancy nurse outfit.
Yeah,
Alright.
we got fucking money.
Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I need to refill my drink. I will be right back. Everyone else? I don't know. Ask Zed why they're buying a nurse outfit.
I'm not gonna ask that, because I feel like Rose's like, well, that's none of my business. They can dress it however they want.
Well, I mean, it's doctor
They're
attire.
doctors. Yeah.
You can just ask Kev. They have an answer.
You see, the thing is, I think it's like a thing where it's like, I feel like Rosie would ask if you made a deal about it, but Rosie sort of gets like, sort of knows at least like Cuddle's vibe more than Kev, but it's also like, they're not surprised for you buying that and probably not gonna poke and prod it. It'd be like if Ray was buying it, she'd poke and prod and ask like questions. But for you, it's like, hey, they're just buying a maid outfit.
I think Alistair would ask, or mostly just kind of like look at it and just say, doesn't look like your usual type of attire.
Kev has the sexy nurse outfit in their hands. And he
Mhm.
says,
Oh
well,
no, that's your usual attire.
this is what Ingrid told me that doctors wear on the surface more.
Ah.
And it does keep your midriff requirement.
And the maid outfit, I saw you guys in them, and I was like, I bet my
Oh, yeah.
thighs would look lovely in lace.
Oh,
Wait.
wonderful. You'll
Wait.
fit right in.
Zet, hey, Cat.
Yes, dress of the maid.
Now here's
Yes,
what I'm
Mary.
thinking, right? Now you've got Rhea under oath, a real promise to go on a date. Few
Mhm.
dates, am I right?
Yeah. Maybe,
I'll
I don't know.
try.
Cutwell does.
Okay, alright. Well, how about we give Cuddle a little treat? Why don't we get a maid outfit for Rhea, so then they can both be maids on their day?
Sure, I mean, it's your gold.
Well, if you insist, Doctor. Rosie's gonna buy another maid outfit for Rhea, and
It's gonna have to be custom made because they don't get a lot of
Minotaur maids.
buff
Next,
buff
Well, we
sexy
could
Minotaur
say-
ladies.
we could say this is over
Um,
like the week that we're here.
Mhm,
no.
yeah,
The
yeah.
thing is, we have to subtly get Raya's measurements so she doesn't know that we're getting a custom made outfit for her.
Hey, I mean, like, let me check Rosie's like sleight of hand. Rosie's sleight of she's actually not proficient with sleight of hand. She actually just has 4, but still. I feel like with
Right.
Rosie and Alistair together, we could totally get the measurements subtly.
100%. But over the course
Does
of a
anyone
week,
have
it's
a
just very subtle
shape-shifting spell? You could
questions.
just shapeshift into her and then get the.
I
measurements
have
that way?
disguise self, but I don't think I could become. Well, how tall is Rhea? I forget.
She's a
Very
Minotaur, so
tall.
she's over 6 foot at least.
Damn, I
I
can't
think
be
she's
taller
the
than her.
tallest- Yeah, no, she's the tallest person in the party, so.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
the only person on the ship that's taller is Captain Ingrid, and that's because she's like a
wait,
giant
Alistair,
blade
can you do
Amazon.
the shapeshift stuff too?
Can I?
Can you?
No, I do not have disguise self.
Yeah,
Or
and I
anything
could
like
make
that.
a little image, but it's gonna be scaled down like a foot. That's not gonna work.
My pointy ears are itching.
So wait. So Rosie and Alistair are gonna go to a tailor's shop, and then they're gonna be doing the with disguise self doing the 2-person horse gag where they're making a
Oh
2
my
people in one horse
God.
costume and going, it's roughly this. Our friend is roughly like this. Measure this.
Oh my god!
I know
No,
it's not
I love
accurate
that.
at all, but this
Holy
is kind of
shit!
what she's like.
Thieves, thank you. I imagine what they eventually do to compromise for this is Rosie sits on like Alistair's shoulders, and they do like a do some combined illusionary magic to be like, okay, so this should be the proportions that Ray, our friend, should be.
Exactly.
You're gonna end up with a maid outfit designed for two children in a trench coat.
No, we're gonna need you to scale it for like how much the muscles are. So you can't you have to go it around the illusion. You can't go through it.
It's okay. I have some minor sewing skills and proficiency with designing costumes, so if the measurements are a bit wrong, I can just do a quick little fix here.
I feel like by the end of it, Rosie will pay the person more just for playing along with it because she thinks it's fun.
All right.
We tip well
yes.
for people
So
who
it
indulge in our
is-
shenanigans.
It is awkward, but it is trivial ultimately. You will have a custom-made outfit tailored approximately for Rhea to give to her in our next session.
All right. And would that also be 30 gold on base or 15 gold on base?
15 gold, yeah, because this definitely needs to be a custom order.
Rosie will give them 20 gold because again, I think Rosie had a lot of fun like messing around with the illusion stuff and then like playing around with like the tailor. It's like no, you have to do it around the muscle. Like no, you got to consider the horns when they put on the outfit.
But Taylor's just like, wait, but why don't you just have your friend come in? And then Rosie's like, nah, she won't like anything we're doing. She does not want
Yeah,
this dress.
exactly.
This
It's
is
like,
punishment.
well, it's going to be a surprise. I can't
Yeah,
just be like, do you mind going to the tailor so we can make your surprise?
Yeah, exactly. Like anytime, like whenever the tailor is like, "Why can't you just have your friend come in?" Rosie and Alistair act like personally offended because it is a surprise.
Would I bring my best friend to the baker who's making their surprise birthday cake? No. And for that, because again, Rosie's
Creative
like,
vision.
yeah, Rosie just had a lot of fun of like, all right, like sort of as they like, all right, I had a lot of fun with you. I'm going to give you 5 extra gold. So Rosie's going to give him 20 gold.
Taylor's just
Okay.
rubbing their temples.
I'm gonna gather the party. Come, shenanigan doers. I have shenanigans.
Slide whistle sound as Alistair and Rosie come into screen.
I have Coconut Mall queued up. Do I need Coconut Mall?
Oh my god!
Are we coconut balling yet?
Coconut Mall?
Is it Coconut Mall time?
Oh my god! KB? You are an angel!
KB, listen, at this point, KB knows their party, okay? They know that we get into prime Coconut Mall territory.
You just got Coconut Mall. So,
Man, I can't believe I Coconut Malled that man in the horse race.
You sure did.
You sure did.
perhaps we need to discuss this in private.
Do we all want to teleport?
Do
Wait,
you
no,
want
I
me
think
to teleport you back to the ship?
Yeah,
No, we'll probably need to be in the city eventually.
like probably in our like. Wait, do we sleep in the boat? I think we sleep in the boat, right?
I'm gonna assume you would.
Yeah. Because I
Do we
don't think
need
we're
to
Unless you,
rent a
I mean, you don't
room?
have to, but I mean, you could pay for a room if you were like, no, fuck all you guys in the boat. I want my own private room for once. Yeah, I hate you all.
I mean, I have my own
You
private room.
Man,
Flip off
you
all the
can't
nameless
say that when
sailors
Ray is
and-
not here.
I would like to tell well, we can just assume that it's private, but whatever.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
find a
Um,
spot.
Yeah,
Hell,
so
we
you,
could
you
do-
you find a private room. I don't know. You go to a tavern and you throw down a few extra gold for a private room. There are plenty of places that'll do that.
in the
in
largest
Licita.
city in the world.
Yeah. There's plenty of places for you to have private back rooms and talk about your crimes.
Mhm.
Cool.
Cool.
Crime time.
I love talking about crimes.
Oh, we can
Okay,
talk
so-
about crimes?
So, as a doctor, you know I am akin to murder in a way. Let me explain.
I think that's the opposite.
Rosie,
What happened to do
as a
no
fellow
harm, doctor?
I'm intrigued to your proposal.
You know,
I've
Alistair
seen
just,
a
Alistair
lot
just kind
of.
of cocks their head to the side and is just like, I think that goes against the entire point, but go on.
I think that makes it the Hippocratic Oath if you do kill a man.
I've seen many corpses of murder victims being a warrior and doctor. You know, autopsies and whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this might be related to my next point. I met some very powerful people, and as you know, because I already told you this, but did I tell you about the opportunity of a power vacuum which we could create?
Oh, you mean one
this
where you became king?
Yes. But how to get there? Who's echoing?
Alright, so I just want to get this straight. You want to become a king and your brother wants to become a god.
What's a king to a god?
Oh my
What's a
god.
god to a
I
What's a
can't-
god to an unbeliever?
Yeah.
Hands on the boss of the influence. Okay. So currently what I learned about the city of Licita is that it's currently run by this council of like nobility or something. And they don't want a king because the council controls everything, and why would you want to give up your power? Ergo, we could get rid of the council. And I have a way to do that.
Well, I mean, what I'm thinking, if you really want to commit to a coup and all that, I think the best way to do it is like when we get a bunch of money, we can just be like, yo, we're rich, we'll buy we can literally buy you all off, do whatever the fuck we say.
True.
Because apparently people care a lot about the gold.
But that is an easy way out.
What happens
Kind
if
of
we let...
a victory lap.
I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Can we capture a monster? Miss Crew, is there ever capable of capturing a monster?
I mean, if you give us a big enough net,
Hmm.
and if you want to be technical, I think your brother did capture Quadlish by us summoning him. So, like, sure, I guess.
technically, if you merely if you reduce a monster or anything to 0 hit points with like a melee attack, you get to you basically get to say what you do to take it out of the fight. You can kill it, or you could knock it unconscious. So you could capture most monsters simply by fighting them and making sure that the last blow is like a melee attack or a psychic attack, and then saying that you knocked them unconscious.
We capture a Void Witch.
Is that a question to God or to us?
And a more important question is, what do we do after we catch the Void Witch?
Yeah, because
we keep it sleeping, and then somehow also get it in the room of a council meeting.
And then
then
wake it up.
what?
yeah,
Then wake it
because
up.
like here's
Okay,
what
no,
I'm
we wake it up.
thinking.
We save the day. King.
Why can't we just like take its head or something?
Because then I won't. Because the council's still there.
But what if it's like a Medusa head, turns people to stone, and we get to stone the entire council, and it'll be
There's a
funny
lot
if
of
people
what
might
ifs
think they're on
there.
drugs.
I've been quested with killing the witch. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the certain location where I know where it is.
I mean, capturing a corpse, I hear, is a lot easier. And a lot less dangerous for us.
Starting to doubt that you're an actual doctor.
Well, I'm sorry to hear.
It sounds
So,
like kind of a
we
you
need
problem.
the witch
Yeah, exactly.
to
It's like, well,
destroy
I'm
the...
sorry.
Okay, wait, no. Because I bet Whip Lady and Strongman would be at the council meeting.
by
Scrap
the
it.
way, I am well trained to pacify a creature in the night.
Okay, wait, scrap my plan. Because
Alright, it's right.
Whip Lady will be there. She's strong, and I don't want them to die.
Mm.
Yep, okay. No
So
more.
yeah,
No
we can
more
bring
espionage.
corpse. I'm down for bringing witch corpse. I've already got part of
Nah,
witch corpse on
if
me.
we bring the... That's already part of the thing. We need to bring them the corpse as proof.
Oh, okay, cool.
There goes my scheming again.
Well, it's okay. I still got some hag parts, but they are kind of stinking a bit.
That's
They're
not
only
Alright,
fingers,
gonna
though.
help us.
How
Oh,
do
yeah,
I
they have an
keep
expiration
forgetting that
date.
we're carrying the hag fingers with us?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. We could always just rebrand them as vagabonds.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
your
my God,
hag
we're made,
fingers
like, little
are
dice out of the hag
expired. I'm
bones and
sorry.
made it, like,
But I guess you have bones now. Hag finger
Yeah.
bones.
hear me out, Alistair. We do some stuff with the bones, make them to like dice or something because you rolled the bones, and maybe try to make people think they're lucky dice.
You know,
Or
I think
unlucky
I
dice.
think we could whittle some dice bones.
I think we could do that.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Could we start our journey to the place, or do we need to wait for Rhea?
I think the plan was to not go to the boss today, but still do travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have much planned on the way in the means of travel. I was basically going to like. I mean, we could start like we could do yeah, we could do like a skill challenge for the travel.
I mean, who doesn't love some good old random encounters too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Montage.
All
At
right.
a montage, I ordered a pizza.
But wait, gang, we still have Rosie's air balloon duel to
We don't have to do it.
No.
Listen,
That's...
The
No air balloon duel?
air balloon duel is the climax of this game.
Okay, because I didn't actually know if we were actually gonna do that.
No. No air balloon duels. There are no air balloons in the city.
Okay. Because,
Maybe
like, for
later.
me, it was like a thing where it's like, we talked about this after last stream, and I was more in the mentality, like, if this happens, I am so fucking down, but I don't want to derail KB's game too much and insist on it, you know?
I demand Christmas
Yeah, I
time.
was under the impression it was more of a haha funny joke, but maybe potentially
Like,
after
Christmas
the
in
Midas.
February, apparently, Zed.
Twins,
chat.
please.
If you want an air balloon duel, text now. Put it in the chat box and vote.
text 1-800-KB and
1-800-Midas.
1-800-Midas and just go, balloon, please! And you have to try and convey that specific infliction on text. KB can see in multiple dimensions other than 3 of them, so they will know your inflection. So,
This is true. This is
KB.
true.
Does
My
this world
cybernetic
even
eyes
have
can
that?
see in multiple spectrums and dimensions.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
you only needed the cyborg eyes to do that?
No, but they are also featured. Remember,
Oh,
Angel
okay,
and
good, because
Cyber-
I was about to go like, man, so wow, archiving Angel can't even see into the 7th dimension. Because, like, I know for me, I have to go out of my way if I want to see those dimensions, but I would think you would just have it.
Also, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh, it has been.
Yes.
There you are. You're not
Christmas
dead
time.
anymore.
They're not dead. They're an angel. They've always been.
Turning into Christmas temporarily made KB die.
Just like Jesus, and then he came back, and it's his birthday.
I'm shy. I had to turn the camera off so that I could change into the Christmas.
No one can see the angel clothes.
Yes. Okay, so now it's gonna be low res Christmas time.
Woo! It will get progressively lower and lower res until December 25th.
Effects.
It will lose 1 pixel of quality every day.
Okay, there we go.
It just
All right.
continues to get more and more JPEG artification.
We already got a JPEG artifact, and sad 90s anime boy gave it to us.
And chromatic aberration, which I actually still have on. So there we go.
Yo, I got one of those.
Wow! My hat does look like a badly crunchy JPEG. Look at that.
It's wiggly.
It's also wiggly.
It do the wiggle so good.
It does
It's
my
perfect.
favorite preschool band, The Wiggles.
My favorite preschool band was Metallica.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as I am a timeless being from the older than the first sunrise, I do not have a favorite preschool band. Sorry.
Man, cringe that God did not. Actually, no, it's pretty cool that God didn't implement a pre to 12 education system because that, yeah.
Yeah. No angel preschool. You know.
Yeah, just information all in the brain.
Yeah.
Sounds like missing
Pretty
out on
much.
a lot of cuteness. I can imagine KB in like the little like yellow hat and blue shirt with the red backpack.
I would have been adorable. This is true.
Now, because you're an angel, nothing stops you from looking adorable.
Are you saying I don't look adorable right now?
How dare you?
With my crunchy
Dare you insinuate
JPEG
that, Pan?
and my out of season Christmas hat? Are
Let
you
me
saying I'm not
rephrase.
adorable right now, Pan?
Let me rephrase and emphasize. You can look adorable as a preschooler anytime you wish.
Perhaps.
You got him there.
You have me
They
there.
did. They did get me. They got me good. They pulled a pan on me.
Now see here, Silver Frog. This is getting out of hand.
No, you gotta understand. Soulfrog will test your limits. You're lucky that you don't have a action
It's a
to
good
throw
thi-
shit at you, or else that would be all that they would be doing.
I actually did play around with setting that up after I saw it on Vivian's stream, but I was
Don't
having
do it.
some.
Soulfrog will bang you the entire time.
He
I was
just
having
looks like
some
a
trouble
disco
with it.
ball now.
I forget what the issue was, but yes. Anyway, all right. So, why has my music tab decided to die? That's unacceptable.
So our air balloon duel was killed, but do you still want to get some? Does Rosie want to get some kind of satisfaction against
Hey,
her
you know
nemesis?
what? I will say, I'll give you a hint for anyone who's watching my Wild Hunt to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Air balloons may not be canon here, but it is in my game.
But you can't stop me out there.
I
All right.
can't stop
So-
KB for going to air balloons
Let-
and in Wild Beyond Witchlight.
Hey, KB.
Yes, Zed.
Would it stand to reason that in a city as big as Ulasita, there may or may not be a succubus? I'm saying it's Valentine's Day.
There probably is, but it's probably really expensive.
I'm not trying to
It
buy
would-
one. I'm trying to fight one.
It would be difficult for you to, fine. They wouldn't be able to operate in the open as a succubus.
Well, they'd be
because
shapeshifting.
succubi are devils. So they would not be able to operate in the open, or else they would have, High Priestess Adora and Sir Gregory kicking down their door and stabbing them in the
Miting
face.
them.
Smiting them with extreme prejudice. So, it is very probable that somewhere in the city there is a succubus pretending to be a person. Yeah. But, it would not be easy to find.
Unless we wanted to spend another week carousing to find a succubus.
Yeah. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have you travel to either your choice, because the witch, you have been told, or your hand is telling you, is somewhere on the coast near Iron Edge. But you also know that the town of Iron Edge has been lost recently. Abandoned after an attack by many Fae. So perhaps you want to investigate that.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets me big eyes.
I am looking respectfully.
Rosie's like, man, I wonder what kind of fish assholes were there. Wasn't me.
Alright.
F is just gonna strip in public into their nurse outfit.
But to be fair, what is there to strip?
Eyes emoji.
Eyes emoji.
Like, I guess imagine all that they need to do is rip away their pants and then take off their bindings and bam.
Just a quick 1 minute anime girl scene change.
Imagine like
Alright.
Superman changing in a phone booth, but it's a small squid person changing into a sexy nurse outfit.
And it's probably like slightly too tight, and they don't have experience like skin tight outfits before, so it
Oh,
takes
God.
a little longer than they'd like to admit.
Right. So, the party leaves Lasita. Wait, how are you going to how are you traveling to Iron Edge? Are you going on foot?
Oh,
Should we go on boat or should we go on
we
foot?
should most definitely go on boat so we can have the backing of the crew.
Go by boat.
And also because we do know that there are witches underwater, so it would be good if we need to just to dive in there as opposed to go into the landmine that might be the town formerly known as Iron Edge.
Alright.
Maybe all those anonymous NPC crewmen, maybe have them earn their pay a little and come with us. Maybe just one or two. Instead of just
Raise their shares a bit.
Just a few meat shields. I can command them to come with me.
I like to imagine you use command for like get on boat, and they're like, all right, we have to get on the boat. And once we get down, it's like wait, no.
Alright. So, there will be some crew with you. But, okay, here's what's gonna happen. The ship sails up along the coast. Kef, using your hand, you see the red light where the Void Witch is said to be. As you've decided to visit Iron Edge first, you make sure to anchor the ship some miles away from this Void Witch. Far enough away that the ship should not be seen by the Void Witch looking out to sea.
Yeah.
Or down the coast. Nestling into this cove here. From that point forward, you will have to go on foot. Iron Edge is not a coastal city.
Would you say that we are covertly in the cove?
Yes, I would say you are covertly. You are covertly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
What?
And you approach the town of Iron Edge. Now let me switch you to the Iron Edge map.
Woo! Stonehouse. Oh, it's storehouse, not stonehouse. I can't read.
I can't read either. It's okay.
Oh my god, we can't read. Holds hands.
Storehouse, warehouse, Holiday
Let's see.
Inn.
The
Mr. Bubbles.
pink lily.
We all
Yeah.
freak out. Just can any of us read?
Willow.
I'm a
see.
doctor. I can read.
Rhea is here too, allegedly. And
The record said
did
that
you
she
leave?
was present.
all right. You find yourself in an abandoned town. Iron Edge was once, it seems to be a mining town, due to, you gather from the name and the general look and feel of the place. I'll let it stay Christmas time.
I'll let it stay. As a
I'll
treat.
let it stay as a treat. For a Valentine's present for Zed.
Oh, thank
Oh
you,
man, you're
lady.
being sexy Santa for
Yeah,
Zed Squid.
yes, Zexy Santa for Zed Squid.
For Valentine's Day. But just...
Oh,
Yes.
my kidneys.
Oh, now you can't piss good.
I can always
All
piss
right.
good.
So, you see this town. It is devoid of people. It is eerily
wait.
quiet. And... yes, devoid. It is devoid of people,
That's not why.
and it is
Keep
eerily quiet. But you feel as if you are being watched. What do you
Captain's
do?
gonna walk up, start singing. Little town, devoid of people, and none to say. Bonjour.
Oh, like Rosie is like behind. Like Rosie just right behind.
You asked for it, KB. I'm sorry. I'm a Disney gal, as they say.
Mhm.
That's right. Welcome to their new musical. It's going to be a reenactment of Beauty and the Beast. However, the whole party is the Beauty, and the Covenant Witches are the Beasts.
Oh, you should do a D&D session where like this witch casts a curse of singing on everyone, and all the players
We have to do the
sing.
musical session.
Yeah. Musical session episode. See
Uh,
witch if you're
finally, the plus 11 performance would really come in handy there.
But consider
Please, I need
Rosie's
this.
-1 performance. See, that's where she has to, like, at some parts lip sync by using her deception.
Yeah, we just gotta hire
So-
that guy who did Dr. Horrible sing along blog to play D&D with us.
Yeah.
So you start heading into the town. You see to your left, up little cliffside stairs, what seems to have been an inn in the past. And up ahead of you seems to be a large warehouse of some sort.
Warehouse?
there is a sign which says Iron Edge Company. There are, of course, many houses about. Everything looks abandoned. Doors are left flung open. There's a layer of neglect. You maybe see a wild animal, a squirrel, or birds in places that you wouldn't expect them if people were about. It's clearly been abandoned for weeks, at least.
I feel like Rosie would like see one of the birds or no, not the birds, the squirrels. Rosie doesn't trust birds; they're liars because they totally wanted to eat her as a rat. Probably goes up to a fellow rodent squirrel. Just asked him like, "How's it going? How's the nuts?"
My nuts. I want the squirrel to have like a very Cockney accent.
Oh, I know. It's
Alright. Let me
Going to take me nuts.
I'll box you in, right?
What was the squirrel?
right.
So yeah, so the squirrel is like, lots of food here. Yeah.
Ooh.
And it like runs over and goes into a sack of grain that it looks like the rodents have been eating out of in one of the let's say that house.
Kev's gonna walk up to Rosie.
This is a good grain. Mind if I have a grain? I'm gonna take a grain.
You're big. It cannot stop you.
I know, exactly. That's why Rosie's like, good, I'm gonna take it. She takes one grain, chews on it, and goes like, I heard some spooky stuff happen around here. Seen any spooky stuff?
Squirrels will remember this.
Anything that goes against the regular grain of things.
The squirrel shakes its head. No. All the big things left, and now just us and fairies.
Oh, cool.
It'll be cute.
What kind of fairies you got around here? Just like the tiny people with wings?
Fast.
Ooh, fast. All right. Where do they like to go? Do they stay in do they not like to stay in one spot?
Up in the cave.
All right. Kind of not a great place to. I guess you can be really fast because you usually go bounce back and forth in the cave. Do they do anything like take any of your food, or do they just like zip around?
Fairies no want grain.
Yeah, they probably would want cake.
What's cake?
Oh, basically.
Yes.
I think it can have nuts. No, basically what the big people like to do, they like to make the grain into like some doughy thing, bake it, and it becomes like this spongy treat.
The squirrel like runs up your leg and glances on your shoulder and says, "Do you have cake?"
Not now, but we can see what we can do. Rosie's gonna go towards the inn and see, just wander on towards the inn, unless stopped, to see if they can either get cake or make cake.
This is good. We're gonna need the squirrels on our side. We're gonna beat the witch.
See, the squirrel is doing the thing that Rosie would do to others, being an enabler.
Alistair's just going to follow Rosie because
Who's hearing like one half of this conversation.
Yeah, I'm hearing one half of it, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna find a cake for a squirrel now. Sounds legit.
This is not the weirdest thing you've seen Rosie do.
It really isn't. Like, out of all of...
Oh, go ahead.
It's like surprisingly wholesome.
Yeah, this is like usually when Rosie's like talking to other animals, it's like other rats that are around the boat, and she's like very territorial about those rats because like fuck you, this is my burrow bin. You can't go in here. It's got my cool cards. It's got my cool straw space. You can't fucking come here. Or like to birds where they want to eat her.
Mhm.
But this is like,
We're making
fellow
rodents
rodent who isn't in my way.
I'm gonna look
All
around
right.
for corpses.
All right. So, I want Rosie, Alistair, and Kef to make perception checks.
What I'd like to do is make an investigation check to examine the area for optimal cake locations.
Perception check or investigation?
Make the perception check first.
Haha.
All right, first
It's okay,
perception.
Rosie.
then
You
I
don't need
get
a
to
perception
cake
check. I know
Okay.
everything.
Let's go.
All right. So,
I'm only looking for cake.
You see
I don't
Zed's
think
butt.
Zed was supposed to have advantage on that.
We can just take the lower
so-
one then.
Yeah. So 8. I'll take the first one. So it'll be 18. So Rosie is distracted looking for ingredients to make cake. She finds a bag of flour, but the eggs all seem to be rotten. And there's
You don't
no
need
milk.
eggs.
You kind of just have flour. I don't know how you're gonna make a cake out of just flour, but I have no doubt that you'll think of something. Meanwhile, while Rosie is contemplating the lack of ingredients to make a delicious cake, Alistair, you see something dart by you, just at a corner of your eye. You do not get a good look at it, but it was small, and it was fast, and it was not a squirrel.
Uh-huh.
KB does the cutest squirrel impressions ever.
I think Alistair is just gonna kind of go and just like tap Rosie's shoulder as she's just like manhandling a bag of flour, I presume, to try to do whatever flour cake things.
It's like put it into a bowl. It's like, okay, so you usually put it. This is like what they do with the grain. They make it into this white stuff and they pour it in here. Just haphazardly putting it in there, not knowing what the fuck the measurements are.
The squirrel jumps into the flour and gets covered in white flour.
Maybe we should use a little less flour.
I'd rather just have nuts.
Let's see. Let's see where we can have the nuts. Like she looks for like some walnuts or something before Alistair gets her attention.
Yeah, just like gently tapping your shoulder, just like, I'd hate to interrupt the fun that you and he just kind of like peeks over to like the squirrel rolling around in the bowl of flour, friend there, but would you mind asking if he's aware of any other small creatures around here?
The fast ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, those exist, but they're mostly around a cave.
Well, I think there's one in here.
Are you saying like Rosie like has the squirrel, puts it into the bowl? Like it's pretty sad. Like she doesn't think about the fact that there's flour all over it and there's such a mess, but it's like, I think you're gonna need to stay in here for a little bit, buddy. And just like protects the squirrel by putting it into the dome bowl inside a bowl.
Hey, it's dark in here.
Wait, Rosie, I'm gonna do a sleight of hand check to try and just make like poke a little hole in it with like a knife.
Okay. As you're playing around with the squirrel in the bowl, suddenly,
I don't make a good hole.
A swarm of
Suddenly-
fairies devours you both. You're just
there's a blur, and then the blur ceases, and you see standing on the table with a miniature miner's pick in one hand, and a tiny little minuscule 6-inch body an ugly little thing says, "Hey, who are you people? You're not supposed to be here. This is our town."
I feel like when he says that, Rosie responds in Sylvan, "Who are you and what are you doing in my fine kitchen?"
Oh. Wait. Are you a fairy?
Mayhaps. Who's asking?
Oh. I'm nobody, but Old Cobb won't
Nice
want
to
you.
meet you, nobody. What? What is it, nobody? Does the cat have your tongue? Go ahead, I thought you were supposed to be real fast, but your tongue's so slow.
All
I
right.
think
So,
Rosie doesn't know
you're
vicious
fine. If
mockery,
you're-
but in spirit she
You're
knows
fine,
it.
but this one is not one of us. Baphomet gave this town to the Fae. This whole mountain. So, if you're not part of us, you aren't welcome here.
Oh, didn't you know, my fine friend? This is one of my fellow court members, you see. My minstrel on the travel.
Court members. What, you think you're some sort of archfey?
Oh no, I'm not an archfey, I'm just a doctor. Didn't you know doctors have their own courts of law? That's how I'm also a lawyer. Here's my business card. Rosie pulls out a business card that she made probably on her travel here. It is not well made.
It's like it's like when
he
a
takes the
kindergartner
card.
hands you like it's a kindergartner, like it's just Dr. Rosie, the R is like backwards and in
Yes.
crayon.
He takes
There's a
the card.
crucifix
It's
figure of
like
Rosie on it.
almost as big as him. And he looks at it
Exactly.
and he says, yeah, okay. This checks out. This makes sense.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, if you're an important doctor lawyer, I assume you wanna talk to Old Cobb.
Oh, of course, I'd love to talk to Old Ka. Of course, she's got her checkup coming up, and we gotta make sure that, everything's all good and well. I just came back from a whole fish dentist routine, and, let me tell you, wouldn't be surprised how much aquatic life can have, minor things they don't know what's going on.
He nods as if
Routine.
this makes perfect sense. Alright, well, what about those other people you came in with?
Oh, of
Should we
course,
kill
yes,
him?
we got Willow, my loyal knight. We got Kev, who's my nurse, to help me out with doctor duties. And then there's Rhea. She's there because she's strong and has she's like an advisor I like to make fun of.
Is Kev still wearing the maid outfit?
Kev is wearing a nurse outfit.
Yeah, that's what my nurse. And Bubbles
Good.
is the horse. Bubbles is my horse. They're my good steed, and Rosie looks at Alistair, my second best friend.
So, just to be clear, they're all under your protection.
Yes.
I would
Okay,
sure
we
hope
won't murder
so.
them. We won't kill them then.
Alright, cool.
I mean,
Although, do you know
unless,
there's any eggs or milk
we won't.
around? I'm trying to make the squirrel a cake.
What's eggs?
It's like stuff that comes out of chickens.
No chickens here.
Rosie opens up the bowl and dusts off the squirrel and goes like, we're not gonna be able to make a cake unless this man can find any chickens.
Or unless we can find an egg substitute.
What do you mean? What are we gonna do? Get a fake egg and put it in here?
Right, well, I'm gonna go tell Old Cobb you're here, and I'm sure he's gonna want to meet you. Come up to the cave when you're ready. Or
Understandable.
mine,
Have a
he would have
nice
said
day.
mine. Come up to the mine when you're ready to meet him. And don't come inside.
Well,
unless
yeah,
you're
we're
invited.
not invited.
And,
Well, we didn't get to
Willow
make a
and
cake.
Kef, something darts past you faster than you can see.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see it?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. You see something dart past you at a speed of 240 feet per second. Or not second, round per 6 seconds. Wait,
But
not
I
dash.
go
Can
over
they,
Willow
can they dash as a bonus action? No, they cannot. But something moves past you with incredibly fast and blurry. And very small.
I'm gonna go up to Willow and be like, I just saw something move past me that I guess could move around 240 feet in about 6 seconds.
Approximately within a 6-second span.
I got my stopwatch out and counted it.
Willow tilts her head up and thinks for a second. I think I could still slice it with my sword. Stupid.
Did Willow tell us about the adventures?
Of their new toy, their not toy relic.
No.
You know what, honestly, I think it's okay for Willow not to talk about that, because you know what? That's like her own personal shit.
I mean, there's more important stuff. I mean, there's cakes being baked. There's more
Like-
important.
I literally think the only person who is entitled to know about this shit is maybe Rhea.
And that's probably the only person, well, I don't know, maybe Rhea will just tell everybody. Maybe we'll all be in on the bit.
Yeah, because she was like, also like, and I could tell anyone about this moon book. Anyway, I found this moon book.
Does anyone else like want to like become intertwined with KB's story destiny now?
Oh,
Little bit.
you know what? I'm already kind of intertwined with KB's story destiny by eventually having my fate being sealed as just a devil that people can be patron of if they want. So,
Yeah. You know,
but
mommy's
it's a long
little
way
twin.
of saying yes, absolutely. We didn't get to
Will
make
you
a
be a
cake, but we
force of
found out
good?
forbidden knowledge, and we have protection now.
Yeah. we got protection. You know, I'm just here for a checkup. I'm here to do a checkup.
We know
We're good at those.
A little bit of news. Turns out I have to prepare you for an epic battle. We're gonna have to get you pumped up. We're gonna have to, have you work out a little bit more.
Yep, it's
You're a little
talk.
stunning. I don't know if you'll survive. We'll take it. Look at this.
All right. So, cake adventures are unsuccessful. Rosie and Alistair return a flour-covered squirrel on Rosie's shoulder, trying to lick itself clean. And you all regroup.
Alright, so, first off, I met the neighbors around here. He thinks we're cool because I'm totally in charge of you right now, and that's gonna be what we're gonna say. Rosie looks at Rhea, cosmically knowing Rhea can't say anything at this current moment.
Yes, it seems that non-fey creatures are prohibited in this area, so
Yeah,
we
so I
are
said
very
thing-
lucky to have Rosie with us to be our magnificent court leader.
Yes, you know, we have our traveling minstrel, my nurse, like Rosie nods as a doctor, a fine knight and bodyguard, and my advisor, who I make fun of sometimes. And of course, my wonderful
Rhea objects somehow, but ultimately has no choice but to go along with this.
ultimately is bullied out of it.
Yes.
I'm sorry, do you want to pretend to be a fae with no fae powers?
Well, no, but still, I mean,
Oh, but
I have
do you
my
want to make an
pride.
ass out of yourself? That could be very easy.
fine. So it was that conversation,
she's
but
still with
probably
us.
3 times as long. But that outcome.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think that summed up the quote unquote ping pong dynamic they have.
No, you did it. You boiled any interaction that Rhea and Rosie and or Alistair have down to its bare essentials.
That was
Okay.
scary accurate.
Dr. Rosie, what's my role here?
All right, so you're gonna be my nurse. So if we're gonna do the checkup, we're gonna have to do the checkup bit together, and you're just gonna have to assist me with anything that I'll need.
Am I a sexy nurse?
Cap, when
I mean,
haven't you ever been a sexy nurse?
When have you ever not been sexy?
It's a yes or no question.
Yes, I mean you show off
Yes.
your abs all the time. How can you not be sexy that
Good,
way?
good.
The sexiest
I'll be
nurse
like-
in all of the land.
I'll be like, oh, Mr. Cobb, it's time for your checkup.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It'll be really flatter and really fluster. That's real good. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that energy.
The roll to seduce.
Oh, seduce the patient, nurse.
I'm on
It's
it.
really important. We gotta get the blood pressure up.
Rips off cute outfit to reveal chiseled abs.
I imagine the maid outfit
Oh.
just has the midriff still there.
You modified it so you can show off your 8-pack.
Because, like,
So
I don't know
there's like
why.
a little diamond hole in it, like at the belly button area.
I will say, I do look like, in my brain, I cannot conceptualize a Kep or Catull not showing their abs. Like, they can only wear a crop top at most.
Yes.
I mean, when you look like this, you gotta show it off.
Got to.
Mhm.
It would be a sin to cover that up.
Yeah. Have you guys seen like Chibi Doki's outfit? Maybe something like that. But
I just
nurse.
immediately
Not familiar.
Mm.
make a JoJo character blush.
Oh, Kate kuru no ka. Deal.
All right.
Yeah, I can't wait for the one part where Kep just gets a belly button piercing because they were bored, and that's just part of their design now.
Now my next
All
eye
right.
of Ignacy is gonna be on my tummy.
The eye of your stomach. You will always order exactly the right amount of food.
Oh shit!
That's how
that's a
what other
great
people are
ability.
craving.
You get to actually know if you're
Yeah.
craving or if you're just dehydrated and your body's trying to trick you to eat something.
Mm.
Maybe I can steal
All right.
sustenance from other people.
All right. So, what's the plan? Where are you going from here?
Oh, first off, Rosie's of course got to be on Bubbles, their fine steed.
Oh, of course.
Wishes by
And
me.
Well, of course, that's the nurse's assistant.
I'm the assistant to the nurses.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you had your own training program to become a nurse. You spent 12 years becoming a nurse. Qualish is still like an intern.
I'll be at the front, kind of just like playing fanciful fairy music on my mandolin and being like I am the bard TM, I am delivering pretty music.
Perfect.
I can play a flute for you while we walk up.
Oh, I didn't know you were
Perfect.
both the nurse and the minstrel's assistant.
Let's see, I need to turn off.
You know what? If you do more roles, you may get the best boy role, the best boy role, the jack of all trades.
Can I do like a
I wasn't ready for Zed to pull out real ass instrument.
I got one on my desk.
Nice.
Zed over here is
All
like,
right.
well, being the boys to pull out the ocarina.
So, you arrive at the entrance to the mine, and you see 3 of those little men waiting for you. One of them
One of them.
stands in the front. He looks like this.
He looks like that.
And he says, I'm the one they call Old Cobb. This is my mine, bequeathed to me by Baphomet, Lord of Nature. We have driven out the humans and made this place our refuge, a home for the knockers.
That's lovely to hear. I'm glad you're.
Greetings,
Oh,
Dr. Lawyer from the
It's-
Fae.
thank you. if you want to address me in a completely formal way, you may call me Dr. Lawyer Rosie, maid extraordinaire. How may I help you?
Well, I should be asking that to you. What
I
brings
thank
you
you.
to
I was just
our...
waiting for the pleasantries. Now, Rosie gets off of Bubbles. Now, I've been hearing now with these delicate ears, I can hear many things across the world, and I can hear with the tip taps of your pickaxes hitting the ground that I thought you almost asked for a little checkup. And of course, I'm here to help out all the creatures all around the world. Like just the other week, I was helping out some fish with their dentistry work, and it's good to get your sea legs off and get your land legs back and just get a bit more grounded with the people who dig deep down. And just to make sure, their lungs are going all right. They're not getting the black lung. We don't talk about the black lung unless you got it. And just seeing how your eyes are doing, and all that little stuff, just to make sure you're all in tip top shape.
Well, I suppose, but what? I'm not a fool. What is it that you are? What is the cost to these checkups?
Oh.
What is it that you want in exchange, Doctor? Dr. Lawyer Rosie, maid extraordinaire.
Well, that is a very good question. Very good indeed. Now, of course, don't ask presumptuous of me when I say this. After all, your mind is yours and not ours. But it would be very pleasant if we were to have at least passage through your mind. As if considering it a home call affair.
Passage to where?
You
wish to
the
enter
bottom,
the
I
Fae?
suppose. And if it leads to nowhere, then we've gone nowhere and we can just get out. If it leads to, say, to the other side of the mountain, we go to the other side of the mountain.
I can tell you this. There is... Well, I suppose this is a fair trade. Yes, you may pass through our mine in exchange for a checkup of myself and all of my fellow knockers.
Why, of course!
F walks up and says the only Sylvan word that he knows. Pog.
Pog indeed!
This is a very
Pog.
poggers affair.
I feel like just like the equivalent of like someone going up and like going like, I don't know any English, but like radical.
Just imagine a squid man in a tight nurse outfit walking up with doing a little pan flute thing and then just going pog.
Pog.
And just imagine the amounts of brain aneurysm you'd have, just total sensory overload of that.
How many brain wrinkles you're gonna need? So much.
Pog.
Oh no, I think it's ironing out all of my wrinkles. Just
See, that's what Sylvan does
smoothing it
for people who aren't
turning my brain
proficient with
into an orb.
See, I think that's the thing that Sylvan and Gnomish do in particular. They really smooth out your brain if you don't know the lingo.
Smooth.
All right, I'm gonna switch you guys to the other map.
Ooh.
For the mine. So give me one moment to copy tokens.
I'm gonna go over to Rosie and be like, Rosie, I'm so
Move
ready
Cobb
for
back
this
to the
role.
front.
I'm so prepared. I do a lot of playing doctor with Ingrid.
Ooh, so you have extra experience. I like that. In the field and
Is it really playing
personal
doctor if I am a
experience.
doctor?
Rosie has a grin, knowing.
It's not. Since you are actually a doctor, it's not really playing doctor. It's just abusing
Doing
your
my
medical
job.
license.
It's not abuse.
Breaking your code of ethics.
I'm not hurting anyone.
Which I mean,
She
what's worse,
consented.
breaking your code of ethics as a doctor
It's
or
consent.
impersonating a doctor? You decide.
Depends if it's Kef or Cuddle.
Mm. All right. So I do not remember which spell or ability or how the skeleton keys made the "Do not enter exterminators at work" sign. So I don't know if that's still there.
Well then, what? Okay, what kind of illusion spells can they know?
I mean, this was a long time ago.
Could have been an illusionary script.
No.
Could have been, if it's a long time. Well,
Hey,
it's a long
Retro,
time
are you?
ago.
Yeah, okay. Retro is in chat and confirms that it could be.
Confirming it is not there anymore.
All right. So, you will not see the warning. You will not see the warning left by the skeleton keys at the site of their greatest defeat.
These Nick Knockers.
Yeah.
Knocker,
Yeah,
I don't even know her.
Well, old cop says, well, you have, you must finish your part of the bargain first. I will bring out my men, and you will provide your medical services. And then we will allow you entrance into the mine.
Of course.
All right.
Now I must ask, old
So-
cop, before you get all your men together, do you volunteer to be first, or do you want to save yourself best for last?
F winks at Cobb.
I will go first.
Ah, I see you chose the route of bravery instead of vanity.
All right.
I'm gonna do like a
The,
legit up on Cobb.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna do a legit checkup on Cobb.
All right. Make a medicine check,
Heck yeah.
doctor.
Can I provide a help because I'm the one presumably doing quote-unquote the work?
Sure. So,
Medicine
Zed,
check,
make a medicine check
one.
with advantage.
Oh,
Ooh.
well.
Like, I feel like what Rosie's doing is, like, doing, like, the whole, like, stethoscope, and it's like, it's like, Zed, like, kept quietly, he's going, like, just quietly, like, giving instructions.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see. What to say about,
Does he have the black lung?
old... No, he is in pretty good health for a knocker, as far as you could tell. He is fast and strong and dangerous and magically resistant.
Wow.
I will tell you with a 22, you don't want to fucking fight this guy. He's crazy. He'll kick your ass.
I feel like Rosie, after, you know, consulting with the nurse and everything,
Mhm.
just sort of does like the little pat on the little shoulder and goes like, well, looks like you very much are in tip-top shape. I guess that axe is building quite some muscle on ya.
Of course. I have to be in peak shape to lead my people.
And let me tell you, old Cobb, you are doing a great work at that. Just, you know, maybe lay off a little bit on the salt and you'll be not only at the peak, but you'll be at the summit.
But I like salt.
I know, we all gotta make
he
one
like picks
sacrifice.
up, he like pulls like a whole like block of salt, like that he pulled out of the ground, and he starts licking on it.
Just like literally carries a salt lick around with him.
Yeah.
Alistair just stops playing for just a moment as he watches this man just like take a lick out of the salt block.
This
Sorry,
tiny little
off.
6-inch tall man.
Interact with Faye.
May I, too, lick the salt?
I mean,
Okay.
Of course.
He
Of course,
holds- he
Cap would
holds
want to
up
lick
his-
the salt.
Seth
I-
bends down and unfurls their 7.5-inch tongue and gives it a little lick.
Jesus Christ.
Old Cobb is slightly terrified as your tongue is larger than he is.
Rosie just leans in and goes like, some doctors go into the medical field because they think something's wrong with them.
My mom said it's a gift. And that I'd make one lucky lady very happy one day. I'm not sure why, though.
Ironically,
Yeah,
my,
roll got
my
out
mother
just a little
also said
bit.
that your tongue was a gift.
The prophecy has come true.
The salt
the
is
first time
very
they were-
salty.
Heck yeah.
Alright, so with Cobb out of the way, you proceed to give checkups on all of the knockers. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait, math. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 knockers, plus Old Cobb himself, in this mine. They all come out 1 or 2 at a time, receive their checkups, and then go back about their
Is there
business.
one? Is there at least one that isn't cut up for the job anymore?
Sure. There's one that's rolled low on his hit dice.
All right, knocker 12. Look, I understand this is a passion for you, but you really gotta stop working on your back and really just you gotta have everything start at your legs. That's like where all the strength comes from. I'm gonna have to prescribe you at least a day of rest.
A day of rest! A day of rest! I have you know I am a knocker, and I am proud to be a knocker, and
it's
I'm going
great
to
be
knock
proud, but,
those
you know,
mines.
You can't have that pride when your back's broke, now can you?
Well, what am I supposed to do if I'm not working in the mines? If I'm not mining for ore? What
Well,
else am I supposed to
Hey,
do?
KB.
Well, you take the day off, and here's what you do. Rosie gets real
yes,
close, as if like to be on their shoulder, and goes, "You have to spend a day to mind your own business. Maybe learn something about yourself."
Hey, can I roll
Yeah.
medicine chiropractic on this knocker?
Sure. Careful not to crush him.
Okay, thank God. I was about to say, if you did a bad roll and you accidentally hurt him and that was perceived as like an attack, I think we would be in an unfortunate position.
I could have just chomped Old Cobb.
Yeah, you could have, and it'd be a good thing you have Bubbles and Quadlish, because, oh boy.
Yeah.
I
This
just
is the
imagine
encounter that
Papa
killed
Science
the
for having-
skeleton keys.
Oh,
I'm
really?
just imagining the hell that is 15 quicklings.
Wait. Is the skeleton keys with Phelan?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that how she?
This is how Phelan died.
Oh,
Old
Oh
Cobb
God.
killed Phelan.
Yeah,
Poor
the fact that we
Done in
have
by
entry
knockers.
to this place and we're just fine because Rosie is a fae is really funny considering another party came in here and one of them fucking died.
And their elf, the closest thing they have to a fae, died.
I'm gonna walk up to the knocker who has a bad back and I'm just gonna give it a little flick.
Alright.
Rosie,
Yeah, you,
Rosie
What?
acts
Why did you do?
amazed. Rosie acts amazed and goes, "Nurse,
My back feels so much better. What did you do?
my nurse. I think you're getting a promotion soon."
I'm told I've have magical fingers.
He
See,
like
you're
stands
really
up
working
straight.
on being a
and he's
chiropractor.
like, my God. Or, thank you. Wait,
You're welcome, small
Hold-
person.
stay right there. And he dashes
Hell
back
yeah.
into the mines. then
Rosie
he comes
like
back.
leans over and goes, "He owes you."
Mm.
And he comes
We got-
back.
More guys down here that can use that.
And he comes back. And he's holding a diamond.
Oh, is this
Nope.
for me?
It's for you, buddy.
He
Thank you.
he nods.
Thank you so
This is-
much. I'm
this
gonna
is-
like kind of like pat him a little bit on his head.
Mm. And thank you for fixing my back. This
You're
is for you.
welcome. Heck yeah.
I love the
Thank you.
idea.
Now we're even.
I love this implies there's another universe where this Naga goes, it's fake.
Be pretty
Thank
nice.
you
count.
for the diamond. Noble
And
Knocker.
Rosie, through some marriage, become a princess of this place, and we can just hang out here.
I mean, if
Rosie's
Rosie
got
wants
the
to
married
marry
Cobb.
old Cobb and be queen under the mountain,
Arranged marriage.
Nah, Rosie's not all about that.
Seth wanted a kingdom. No one ever said it had to be a good kingdom.
Queen, thank you very much.
all right.
We have to come
So-
up with like a non-binary royal title. Themdom.
Your liege.
Monarch, I guess.
Sovereign.
Monarch, yeah, I was about to say.
I want a new one though.
I mean, Sovereign's untapped. No one's tapped into Sovereign.
Emperor.
You can even
Don't
say
be an
it's
empire,
Sovereign's
right?
dead.
Anyway, what great knockers?
Yes. So, the knockers allow you access to the mines. The knockers will go with you and show you as you explore the mines. They will show you where the traps are. As not telling you about the traps would not really count as giving you passage through the mines.
Which is very good. I'm glad that that's part of their hospitality thing instead of monkeys pawing us.
Yes.
Baby, did
So
they allow
all-
us to use this? Did they allow us to use the sick minecart? And how fun is it when we're on it?
Oh, we gotta.
Yes, they allow you to use the sick minecart.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So you pile into the minecart.
Let's go.
And then bubbles.
Bubbles can take the long
Bubbles
way.
cannot fit in the minecart.
Bubbles
Bubbles will be
just walks along the track like a normal horse.
Yes. So
Bubbles just
you
flash it off.
go into the center. It stops with a thud. There are levers to rotate to cause the device to rotate. Which way do you want to ride the minecart from here?
Ooh, I kind of want to go towards wherever this red room is.
The red room.
All right. So you play around with the minecart.
What?
And then it rotates again.
Oh, I love
And-
that's so satisfying to see.
And then, punk! You are at the end of the line. There are knockers here, hard at work, ticking out veins of iron ore. They pay you little attention.
Mhm.
There's a door in that corner. Seems human-sized and unopened.
Rosie asks this knocker and Sylvan.
Also, Bubbles is here.
This Bubbles is there too. She asks, "What's who goes into the door? It seems very big."
That's from when the humans had the mine.
Well, here, why don't I take care of it? After all, I bet you don't
Shrugs.
want to deal with a human room anymore.
He shrugs and goes back to his work.
Rosie goes, "All right, fine. It'd be a shame. It'd be a real shame if no one knew about a great mining opportunity in there. Hey, Willow, why don't you break down the door? They might owe us."
Do we know if they
Can-
if we just open the door?
I think we could just see if the door is open, Rosie.
Yeah, but also think about how liberating it would be to tear down the door so they don't have to worry about opening a door.
Willow kicks it open violently just because Rosie wants to see a show, I guess.
Alright,
Rosie told me too!
Make an athletics check. The door is locked.
Oh, it is locked.
Oh,
Okay, one solid kick. And Willow, this is not your first time kicking down a door. One solid kick, and the door flies open. The locking mechanism, which really wasn't that advanced. The wood around it cracks. The door swings open, and you see a room. There are chests along the wall, and what seems to be an altar, with a symbol, kind of made of wrought iron, and it's shaped as a crossed pitchfork and hammer.
Touch it. This could be an
Not even
ornament.
gonna
Willow,
really touch it.
Willow and Alistair, since you're right there, make religion checks, please.
I would like to be religious.
Okay. Skeff, you can go up and make the check as well.
Okay.
Then attempting to become Catholic.
Okay. Willow recognizes this one. This is a pretty easy check. Willow and Alistair, you both recognize this. This is the symbol of the god Lug. Spelled L-U-G-H.
Look.
Lug. And Lug is the god of peasantry. That is to say, he is the god of all who labor for their survival. Farmers and craftsmen alike make offerings to Lug and are blessed by him.
what about pirates?
Pirates would be not on Lug's cool guy list.
We labor.
You know,
We raid and
you
pillage,
know
don't
that
we?
Lug.
Yeah, we're on the other side.
Yeah, Lug sometimes battles with gods of nature who see him as a plunderer of the world's natural beauty. But he sees it as a way of refining the natural world to let out the hidden beauty within. Though he has a love of beautiful things and the process of creating them, he does not reward those who hoard such treasures. The fruit of labor is to be enjoyed by all, so say his priests and the god.
So I see.
Um,
He seems capitalist, but is actually a communist icon.
yeah, he's the god of communism.
Karl Marx, if he
Um,
was canonized as a god.
Yeah,
But
his
Willow kicks
domains
up the
are
door to the,
forge, order, but a very different type of order than other deities of order, and solidarity.
He's just lawful. Alright. Well, I think old Cobb's gonna appreciate that we made some new real estate here. Now there's no more people door in the way. And I do wonder what kind of... I wonder what... Oh, Cobb just speeds through here.
Ah! You opened that old door. You know,
Yes.
I've been on the other side. But I haven't bothered getting everything out, because the others can't slip through the stone as easily.
Well, now you'll never have to worry about that.
Come on, everybody! Let's get those chests out of here. Sure thing, boss! Yeah, let's go! And then a bunch of knockers start going in here, and they open one of the chests and start going through the valuables.
You know, I'm glad that we're not the ones raiding this room now, knowing about the divine knowledge of this god. It's like, we're not the ones participating in damnation.
Yeah, it's like for a moment, it's like Alistair is like contemplates, like, we could tell them, and then just kind of like turns around.
I do not see.
I do not see it.
I was hoping for a mimic in that chest, and all our problems just resolved itself naturally.
Oh my god, this one mimic is whopped. Honestly, giving this guy a mimic would be like such the biggest disrespect to this loot guy. Just to be like, to you, Luke, I give you the last wheat of my harvest. To you, I give my finest, the best key I have made as a locksmith. And one guy coming in here like, I give you a mimic, bitch.
I actually, in a way,
That's how you get cursed.
in the way that he,
for like.
in a. Oh, sorry. I was just
Go
trying to
ahead.
say, like, in a way, because he's like he like hates people that like hoard all their wealth. Putting a mimic in there could actually make sense because it would dissuade adventurers who come to like pillage and just take the treasures of whatever offerings have been given.
Oh yeah, totally punish idiots like us. Yeah.
I'm very intelligent.
Opens. I've succumbed to a mimic before. I think it's actually one of the first times I almost died in this game.
I think it is, yeah.
You sure did throw a bar of soap at a mimic and it did nothing.
I was trying to clean out its mouth.
Didn't seem to like it.
Yeah, it's
Really
soap.
didn't like it.
Who likes eating soap? Like maybe like a dog or something. My dog.
Maybe like a dog.
My dog hates soap.
One
Did it
day the
taste
soap
good?
trick will work.
We find a spooky altar.
Right. So, I don't know. Is there anything else you wish to do here?
Maybe just like maybe search around, see if there's like, I don't know, if there's any spot that secretly goes deeper.
All right, Rosie, make an investigation check.
Yes.
You have advantage.
Me?
Rosie can have advantage as a treat.
Ah, thank you.
What is
All
with
right.
our crits today?
We're gonna
Today
use
has
them
been a
all
very
today, and at
lucky
the
rolling
boss
day.
encounter.
It's
not
so
have
funny
any.
because yeah, I was about to say, like, this isn't a boss encounter or even like a combat session, so the fact that we're getting all of these crits now, it bodes well for our enemy encounter.
They're like,
when
yeah,
all of
have
our
a
luck
great
runs out.
time. Have so much fun this session. Next time, though.
Yeah, next time.
What do I find?
All right.
My 20.
I don't have a good icon for this, so let me take this and tint it like green. Yeah, that kind of
Green.
works.
Oh.
All right. So, Rosie, behind this stalagmite,
Uh-huh.
you find there is a tiny little hole, no more than 7 inches in diameter. But you find that as you walk closer to it, you begin to shrink.
Did we see this?
No, you see like how Rosie does, like when Rosie gets to like manic like puzzle solving mode, and then like she just stops, and that's usually like like Rosie's stuck or Rosie found something. And you just see her look back at you guys and go and just like points at the little hole. I think I found a way how we go a little deeper. And
I'm not sure we're going to be able to fit.
oh, I think I can. Rosie will turn to a rat and go into the hole.
Does anyone approaching the hole get smaller?
Yes.
I
Oh.
approach the hole cautiously and respectfully.
Yeah,
I am
Rosie's
approaching
turning to a rat and just
respectfully.
like going in there, being tiny of tiny.
Can
He
Bubbles
does
come too?
telepathically tell Bubbles to come on in too. They can fit as a treat.
So, as you all approach this tunnel, you all shrink down, and you find yourself going through a twisting, turning cavern.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Through the
And
mountain.
before long, you find yourself in a... Well, Alistair and Rosie make
Yeah.
Arcana checks.
Ooh.
Let's see.
What does Quadlish
Ah.
have to say about all this shenanigans?
Not much. I don't think.
Weird hole.
Let me see. What would Quadlish have to say about this? Why are we going in this hole? I thought we had a Void Witch to kill.
Ah, yeah, very
Side
true.
quest.
Sometimes to
Well,
kill
alright.
a witch, you gotta go through a hole.
We gotta
I'm
kill
gonna give-
time with filler, Quadlish.
You do have a wizard with you, so I will have Rhea roll.
Please. Okay,
Whoa.
thank God Ray is
Whoa.
smart.
Right. Okay. So the cave or the tunnel seems to widen a little bit, but you don't feel like you're getting any bigger, but it's hard to tell. Is the cave widening and you're staying the same size, or is it widening much faster and you're back? You don't know.
Are we shrinking
But
even
in this-
more?
Are you shrinking even more? I don't know. You can't tell. There's no reference point. But you see the stone changes at one point from this sort of brown, dark stone to like a dark gray, and you begin to see the cave. It starts getting a little damper than it was before. Instead of dry, like it was in the mine, it's now a little damp, and you start seeing large mushrooms growing from the cavern walls, and towering up with mushroom caps above you. And Rhea stops and says, well, we should go back.
Rosie does a little squeak.
I've never heard of this place called Back.
No, we should go back to the town. We should go back to Iron Edge. We are far away from home. We don't need to be here.
How far are we?
Distance isn't... I mean... I think we've crossed the plains. We need to go back before whatever portal this is closes.
Rosie turns back into a person and goes, well, as they said, I am a fae, so if worse comes to worse, I could probably get us a way out.
I'm not
After
sure
all,
if
how did
that's
I
the
even get here
point.
in the first place? She pats onto her person rat body.
Would me being a warlock, can I do like an arcana thing to know what's going on?
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you know what Rhea knows. You
Are we in the Feywild?
you're in the Feywild. Yes, you're in the Feywild.
I say we collect some mushrooms and leave.
Sorry, KB. Adventurers are cats. You're gonna give them a door outside.
I know, but it had to be here.
But
'cause
like
they had
cats,
to,
we
this is
enter
how
the
they
door
got
and then
in.
immediately turn around.
Wait a minute.
I'm waiting.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they got in, isn't it?
And this is how we got in.
No,
So that
this is
means
how
we
we're leaving,
could-
but we shouldn't leave. We should go back.
And then
Yes.
do what? What are we gonna do if we don't?
We go
because
back. We kill the Void Witch, and then we go and we get our treasure from the Vault of King Midas.
consider.
We have no
Not
reason to go to
the
the
witch
Feywild.
is here. She points towards the hole. like where the tunnel keeps going.
What?
I mean, if it is the Feywild like Rhea and Kef suggests, I'm not sure how much we want to mess around here for too long. I mean, Rosie, sure, you'll be fine, but the rest of us non-Fey, well...
Alistair, you're fine. We all know this. Your mom assured this.
I don't know if studying the Way of Fey song is going to be enough to cover my ass here.
Well, no, that's why you have your mom.
I don't know if I can call my mom to get me out of every situation.
Well, no, that's the plan B. The plan B is you eventually.
I mean,
hang out with your mom.
worst case scenario. Oh, Alistair, you go retire to your castle in hell.
Worst case,
Like, yeah,
you know,
Rosie's
worst
like,
case
"You're
scenario, I
fine."
retire early.
Willow's like, but what is the plan A right now, Rosie? What is the plan A? What is happening?
Plan A is that nothing bad happens to us because nothing bad has seriously happened to us. Well, I guess some weird things happened with you, Willow, but that's unrelated to most of our stuff. I think.
It's all connected in some divine way, I'm sure.
Okay.
I say that with the knowledge that the portal is here, it is possible that we could convey such knowledge and retake the town of Iron Edge.
Alright, but how are we gonna get back in here if we don't just take this opportunity now?
We know that the portal
We can
is
always come
here,
back
and
in a
if the
year and
Fae
give
are
them another
here-
checkup.
Yeah. But next time
Rosie,
we come back.
Rosie does like a
Italian.
"you got me there" look.
I mean, come on. Of course, they're gonna need a yearly checkup to make sure that number 12's back is doing all right. We're gonna have to
Right.
check in on them.
Mm-hmm. And
There are patients now. I have them all listed.
oh, good. I'm glad you have Old Cobb and Knocker 1 through 14.
I took
Clap.
brief notes on all of the medical examinations so we can do a follow-up.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
now I hope
Classic.
you understand why you aren't my main. You aren't my nurse number 1, but you know why you're my friend number 1.
I think we should head back. And maybe ask if we
For
can
now.
stay the night in the town.
Well, they know they're under protection of me, so
We should
that
still ask
should be
permission.
okay.
It would be a good manner.
In a worst case scenario, if we get kicked out of it, we can go with the boat and then come back. Like worst case scenario.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start heading back.
All right,
least we
fine.
know-
Let's leave my house.
We know that there's an entrance to the Feywild here, so if we ever need to go to the Feywild,
The party will remember this.
Good.
Old
All
Cobb
right.
is a hit bar.
Yeah, I wonder why. I'm so glad we don't have to throw hands with this old man.
The classic
should be.
nurse Trojan horse scam.
Classic
All right.
Trojan doctor technique.
All right.
Trojan bubble.
So at this point, Rosie, your doctor lawyer status is sufficient to get you permission to spend the one night in Iron Edge without any. It's just a token of hospitality.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
no,
oh, you
Lily
just a great
place.
service and everything, and you also busted down a
Let's go
door
to the
for
Lily
us.
place.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Zed?
Let's go to the Lily place. There is something that said something Lily.
Oh, that was the inn. That's where I was making a cake.
No,
Oh,
the you were at the I think Blackhand Inn where you're making the cake. The
Oh, okay.
the Pink Lily was the whorehouse, but I mean now it's just
Oh, of course. That's why
abandoned.
Zed wants to go there.
Perfect Valentine's
There are no
Day.
whores there anymore. It's just a house now.
Hey, we don't know if there's
We can
some
change that.
knockers with some lipstick in there.
It's okay. It's okay if we get the party in there, we'll have at least 2 whores.
We don't know if the knockers in there got the big knockers. Am I right, fellas? Am I right? I
No.
don't know. I don't know their anatomy.
I say we
All
go
right.
there and have a chance Valentine's Day encounter.
You know what? I would
Santa
say they
Claus.
probably would have the most comfy beds.
All right.
True.
So the party retires to the Pink Lily for the night, and many shenanigans were had. I am sure many jokes, many guffaws, many sexy maid outfits were worn. Many sexy nurse outfits were worn. It was a grand old time. But the
we all
party
had a
rests.
makeover session. It was great. We all had a girls' night out.
Yeah, we just had a girls' night.
There was a big pillow fight, and Willow murdered everyone.
Rosie is dead.
Willow hits way too hard in pillow fights. She smites. It's not fair.
Rosie was hit so hard she turned into a rat and scurried away.
Rosie turned into a rat, and then Willow hit the rat, and the rat went through a window.
Turning it back
The
into
end.
Rosie.
But the rat can sneak attack with that pillow attack. So,
I do have.
She'll
I
get
do
you
have
back
in
with
my
it.
notes. I do have my notes for the knives. They have knives/needles like Despero.
Have to use his thunder step to get behind Willow and smack him with a pillow.
Teleports behind you.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Thunk.
So yeah, I think that's where our bid is gonna be if Viv is late again.
You missed the pillow.
Yeah,
we
we're
just
just
straight to that.
we're just
If
Getting
Viv is
lost.
late next
Right,
week, we will
combat.
have a grand pillow fight. Yes. So next time, you will go and try following the beacon that Kef can see with their left hand. You will find the Void Witch's lair, and blood will be spilt, and a battle most terrible will begin.
Ooh, yeah!
With any luck, you may be getting a cameo from Out of Balance. In that,
Please.
we'll see. Yeah. Regardless, so this is where we are going to end the session. So I have a few announcements first. So, first of all, thank you all for watching. Please follow all of us on Twitters. We have Twitters all over your screen right now. At all of us, you can see it. You can read.
You big
you're
hand.
smart
Second.
enough.
Huh? What'd you say, Pam?
Oh, I was just saying they can.
I mean, I
Well-
assume so. They somehow managed to find their way here.
I don't know.
So,
Someone could have
second,
said click it.
yeah. Second of all, if you're watching now, hey, if you haven't given me a follow, give me a follow so you'll be notified whenever I go live.
Do it.
Or if you're watching on YouTube in the future, please give me a subscribe. Trying to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube so that I can have the custom URL instead of a jump of letters. So help me out there. Also, an announcement. In not this coming Saturday, but the week after, Saturday, February 26th, is going to be my birthday. So,
Oh, shit!
crashing to Earth Day, which I'm going to call birthday. So, on that day, I'm going to do a long stream. I'm probably calling it a subathon, but I don't actually expect any subs. But you know what I mean. But yeah, so
Doms will
it
show
will
up.
be.
Only Doms are gonna show up.
Yes, of course. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm gonna do kind of a mini subathon on for my birthday stream on February 26th. Please follow me on Twitter, so there will be announcements. By this Saturday, I will probably post the post where I announce that and share like the, time bonus, like time extensions for subs and all that kind of stuff, all that fun things. I'm probably gonna start by 100%ing Super Mario World. And then who knows what we'll play after that. Probably Pokemon Legends, because I'll probably just want to play Pokemon Legends.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's the plan for a week from Saturday. Next week, obviously, there will... sometime over the next week, there will probably be some other sporadic streams of Pokemon Legends. Just follow me on Twitter, or follow us here on Twitch to be notified when all that stuff happens. Is there anything else any of you guys would like to plug? Anything that you guys have
I
coming
do.
in the next couple
I
of weeks?
want one. I would
Shit,
like
alright.
one.
Yes, please. Zed, plug your shit.
My debut will be on the night of the 23rd into the night of the 24th. The 24th is my birthday.
Oh, wow. We got 2 birthdays really close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to come to my debut, that'd be pretty pog.
And what are you debuting? Your new model?
This is like my official like debut since I never really debuted everything before. It's just been test streams officially, but
Oh, okay.
but yes, there will be a new
All
model.
right.
Probably the lore animation, or at least the progress on the lore animation. It will be my birthday. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Let's see. That is the you said the 23rd into the 24th?
Yes, we will do the 23rd starting at 9 p.m. CDT to 12:30 a.m. CDT.
That's so late for me, but I'll be there for at least part of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I got something
so-
else to plug too. If you like
Oh, yes.
me and KB being in D&D games, but you want to see the role reversed of me being the DM and KB a player, on Wednesdays I stream a run with The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And KB's a player in it. They play a child who is a bear, who is a dog, who is a boy. It's great.
This is accurate.
Right now,
I said this is an accurate description of my character.
it's
Yes.
so accurate. And if you don't think it is, you can go over to my Twitch or to my YouTube, which are both pan naps. And my VTuber studio isn't responding, so now I'm just a black void. I'm gonna go with it.
Yep.
But yeah, no, check it out. We're streaming on we stream every week on Wednesday. We are very early on. We're only about to hit our 3rd session, and I know this week we're starting a little later because life stuff happened at 9:30 p.m. EST. But every week, but our usual time is supposed to be 8:30. But yeah.
All right. So, with that, I'm gonna take us to the stream ending page, and let's see if there's anyone we can send this big party of watchers over to go.
I know one of my friends, Elma Schwartz, could always use a raid. They've got about 6 views, which is the lowest amount of views I see in sort of my following count here.
Alright, let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna send you guys to either Elma, or who's playing Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, or I could send you to Thunderbird Prime, who's playing Yakuza 0. Anyone in chat have a preference between Dynasty Warriors or Yakuza? I'll give chat a minute to...
We will all look at you expectantly.
Yes, we are all looking at chat expectantly to have an opinion. If nobody has an opinion, then I will send us over to Elma. Emma. Whatever.
It is Elma. Yeah, right.
Alright. I am not seeing a preference from chat, so I'm going to give the raid command to Elma Schwartz, and click start raid.
Oh man, look at the raid count growing. Yes! Yeah! Yes!
Alright.
Bye, everyone.
And goodbye, everybody. Have a great night. And I hope everyone had fun. And it was a slightly unorthodox session, but I don't know. I didn't get to get what the content I had prepped. We didn't get to actually do without
It's okay.
all
What else
players
is
present.
new?
But I hope that
We
everybody
will
had fun
spend
anyway.
more time getting to it.
Yeah. And next week will be great. All right. I'm gonna hit right now.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, her. What game is this? Destiny?
Dynasty Wars. I think it's a new one.
Can you customize your models? Because like
Yes.
their player character looks like their model.
Yeah.
So cool.
Thanks for the shout
Oh,
out.
Yeah,
wow,
no, I
you're getting
know,
bombarded.
I know that at least in a save file for their PC, because this is supposed to be on the Switch, and it's very janky from what I heard from her. On her PC one, she has like